All right. So do me a favor, right? Think back to high school. I wouldn't say middle school. Think back to high school, right? So it was you and your best friend, or you and your best friends, plural. You got your crew, you got your clique. And I don't know, if you're my age, we was in high school in the early 2000s, and ride or die was a thing. Is you ride or die? I ride with you, I die with you. Get a nigga, I die with I need to ride or die shit. Hey, yeah, all of that, right? All of that. So, Carmen Michael Smith gets on my entire nerves, you all. Let me tell you. First of all, hey y'all, it's been a minute, but just follow me. Y'all know Carmen Michael Smith. We talk all the time. I've interviewed him about his work. He's amazing. So he's now my overthinker in chief friend, right? He started this dope podcast called Overthinking. And really, for me, I call it From the Mind of Carmen Michael Smith. Overthinking at its finest, right? And it's this cumulative world of all things running through his mind. So I preface with that because Carmen wrote this new book called The 4 Laws of Disruption, a guide to personal liberation and radical transformation. Okay, so I'm going through it, right? And it's this book that it's causing me to ask myself questions about myself, for myself, through myself. Nigga, who is myself, right? Like, it's this book. But Carmen gets on my nerves, right? So, in law number 2, he's talking about asking questions. And he's like, I've always been that person that asks questions, why? And in some cultures, it's seen as inquisitive and you're going to be bright and you're asking good questions. And in other cultures, it's like, boy, sit down, do as I say, none as I do, why you asking me questions? We all know that culture. And so I was just thinking like, I remember, right? Like, the areas of opportunity to grow and learn come through asking questions. But I do remember my grandmother always like, do as I say, none as I do. Why you asking me these questions? Like, girl, okay, girl, got you, girl. So anyways, Carmen going to say in this book, y'all, let me tell y'all have to read this book. This fool going to talk about something. I was never the ride or die. Like, no, I have questions. Where we riding to? And why I gotta die? Yo, the level of get away from me that I had and that I busted out screaming. But I said to myself, myself was like, I was like, yo, this boy on something, right? Like, when you look at the news and you see all these killings and these shootings, and you just had the young man who was just coming home from jail and then kills his mother and his younger brother. What? Yo, no, sweetie. I'm not a ride or die, right? So back in the day, it was cute. You gonna ride or die for your crew. If one fight, we all fight. No. You gonna fight your own fight because I don't even know why you're fighting because you're stupid and this is all your fault. But I digress about my business. But no, at the big age of 40, I'm not ride or die. Matter of fact, I'm not going because I'm going to drive. So if I'm not getting in with you. I'm definitely not riding with you because you drink and drive and no thank you. And if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die for the Lord who's on my side, not for. So I wonder. I'm gonna ask you, are you a ride or die? Right? And if you are, cool. Tell me why. And if you aren't, got it. Tell me why. But also, were you a ride or die and are no longer a ride or die, right? Because, baby, I'm just like back in the day. Oh, back in the day. The way we would tear it through the streets of Boston. You knew my crew by name. You knew D, Shaquana, and April. Baby, what? Me, Quana, and April was running through the city. And again, we were young. We were invincible. Nothing could hurt. Child, it was the prayers of my grandmother that kept me. Because Lord knows, there were some times where ride or die was going to show and then die. Okay. And I remember fights I had and getting jumped and like I remember this one time. Oh my gosh, it was in high school. And I was getting on a bus, like public transportation, at the bus station. And this boy got on the bus with his gun, like, oh, you beat my little brother up? And I was like, yeah. He was like, yo, why the F you do that? And like he's like legit in my face, ready to shoot me. And my homegirl was like, you ain't know, she was like, you ain't tough because you got a gun. Your little brother got beat up because he got beat up. He shouldn't have been running his mouth. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Oh my gosh. Like, the way she was just like, what? And like, in that moment, he felt stupid because he got sunned by a girl. But anyways, just a thought, right? To think now, 25 years later, the way people get killed over arguments, let alone not beating up someone. Like, listen, child, ride or die. I have questions. Where are you riding to? And why I gotta die? And where did ride or die come from? Like, what is the origin of ride or die? Did anybody ever ask that question? Sometimes we have to just understand where things come from. Because we are here singing songs that we don't really understand. So let's talk about it. The phrase ride or die originates from 1950s biker slang, meaning someone so committed to riding that they'd rather die than give it up. But, it evolved to represent unwavering loyalty and support, often used in hip-hop and slang context. Really? Now, according to this, the hip-hop popularization gained widespread recognition in the late 90s and early 2000s through hip-hop music with songs like Ride or Die by Baby Gangster featuring Lil Wayne and Juvenile and Ride or Die by Jay-Z. Interesting. So here we go again with culture shaping reality. Anyways, that's not another conversation on the episode. But I just wanted to know, are you a ride or die? Were you ever a ride or die? And considering it's a phrase that originated from the 1950s biker slang world, biker slang, meaning you were so committed to riding that you'd rather die than give it up. Ooh, it's a different kind of loyalty. So are you a ride or die? Are you a ride or die chick? Have you ever been a ride or die? And what's your take on the term ride or die now? I just had a question. I ain't trying to bother nobody. I just wanted to know. Because I'm DiamondKesawn, and DiamondKesawn presents.
This is a DiamondKesawn production.